Hi, welcome to this video dedicated to Color PaintShop Pro X7. Leave us feedback to improve our next videos. We are going to see the basic and most important things of this software to give you a general overview. This is, in short, a great software to organize, adjust and edit your photos in full. On top of the workspace, you have three main sections. Manage to organize your photos, adjust to make fast corrections, and edit to make advanced and professional adjustments. In any of these workspaces, you find different windows, called palettes. In case you close them, you can open them again, go into View and then to Palettes. Instead of closing them, use the Drawing Pin button. This makes it closed inside a small icon to save space. Hover it to show it in full. You use the Manage workspace to select and check all your photos. You can use the navigation panel on the left to browse all from your computer or your collections. There are groups of photos together with rating, property or people in common. When you select a folder, just the formats accepted by the software will appear on the center. When you select a file, its metadata will be shown on the right, with name, date and size. This is called Info Palette. In the bottom left corner, you can check a bigger preview. You can fast rotate the image selected through the rotate buttons at the bottom. You can also use zoom to change the size of the files shown. You can also double-click on a photo to check it in full screen. Use the left and the right arrows to change photo, and the cross on the top right corner to exit. You can also use Escape key. To adjust the photo, select it by clicking on it and switch to the Adjust workspace. This has different palettes. On the right you have effect templates ready to use. You can select a template to check it on top and double-click on it to apply it. You can always undo any mistaken action pressing Ctrl and Z. Below you have the organizer, which lists the photos of your open folder. This can be seen as a small Manage section. Let's see the basic steps to edit a photo. Adjust the orientation using the rotate buttons on top, and after that you may have to crop the photo to remove unwanted parts inside. The first icon on the left is the crop tool. Then you can edit the window to select which parts of the photo to save. You can move dragging it, scale using the corner nodes, and rotate using the central white node. Once you are done, just click on Apply. Then you can adjust the aspect of the photo. You can use the effects on the left, or shift to the Edit workspace, more advanced. In the Adjust one, you can use a quick list and professional effects you can apply on your selected photo. Use Smart Photo Fix, White Balance and Brightness Contrast to set basic options like brightness, contrast and saturation. Remember that you can undo any single step with Ctrl and Z. After adjusting the color, you must reduce noise. You can try Fill Light Clarity and vibrancy. Also, high-pass sharpen and digital noise removal are very good. Use local tone mapping to put some emboss effect. To edit values in these effects, you can drag the point inside the bar, use the small arrows, or type the number values directly, clicking inside. You can use revert to come back to the latest saving done. You also have the quick buttons above the photo. You can use the first one to save and overwrite the photo just modified. The second one to save your photo as a new one. You can share using the share button. Rotate with the next two ones. You can also remove the photo from your computer using the bin button. The blue arrows are used to undo and redo actions done. More on the right, you can set up the visualization. Use the bar or your mouse wheel on the image to zoom in and out, and the hand button to pan. Use the 1x1 button to set the photo with its original size. On top of the effects scene, you also have the histogram. This graph represents which colors are more intense than others. Gray means basic color, from black on the extreme left to white on the extreme right. Then the RGB colors are represented: red, green, and blue. Next to the crop tool scene, you have some advanced tools you can try. You can use the red eye tool to remove red eyes. Just click on them. Makeover tool improves skin, teeth, and eyes color. Clone brush is used to cover parts of the photo. In short, right-click on a point. This will be indicated with a cross. When you brush with your left click, you will paste the same pixels that are under the cross on the picture at that moment. Always use Ctrl and Z to undo. Use the options on the left to set the tool better. More advanced is the Edit workspace. This is very similar to Adobe Photoshop. We will have a general overview on it. If you want to discover the Edit workspace in detail, check out the link in the video description. On the left you find all tools PaintShop has. On the very top, the quick buttons we found in the Adjust workspace. On the right, the Layers window, used to manage the visibility and the visibility order of all objects in your photo. In short, in this workspace, you don't edit the full photo with effects ready to use. Here you have the control of each pixel, and you do decide how this must be like. You have 4 main kinds of tools. You may need practice to use them properly. Some of them may show a white down arrow. If you click on it, other tools related will be shown. The third tool in the list collects the selection tools. If you have parts of the photo selected, just these will be affected when you use any tool. The second group of tools are almost the same ones you found in the Adjust workspace, from the Crop tool to the Brush tool. Then you have different tools to draw inside freely. The Brush tool, Light and Darken brush, and its tools inside, Flood Fill tool, warp, and oil brush tool. Just click and drag to apply. Undo with Ctrl and Z. You can choose the color from the material palette on the right. The fourth group of tools are general. Use the pen tool to draw vector lines, the text tool to write text inside, the eraser tool to remove pixels from your photo. Use Picture Tube tool to paste image templates as with a brush. Some tools, like the pen tool or the brush tool, do add new layers on your window. This is very useful because if you click on the eye icon, you can hide them easily without touching the rest of the image. Thanks for watching. Check out our channel to discover more on photo editing.